Hello, colleagues. Hello, friends, and welcome to The Corporation, the podcast that's too fun to fail. This is the show where I speak to employees of Hogswood-Cooper Media, the worldwide conglomerate that owns everything from rideshare companies to super PACs. Each week, I strive to learn about and celebrate the folks who work for the many subsidiaries of this remarkable company. I'm your host, Dean Ardenfell, and I'm required to state that I am not employed by Hogswood-Cooper. But boy, am I a fan, and I think you're going to be too. So let's get into it, shall we? My first guest is a real estate agent at Big Bubble Realty in Massapequa, Long Island, where she helps folks find the home of their dreams no matter what the cost. In the past year alone, she's been responsible for the sale of New York luxury homes worth a collective $50 million. She's a rabid Islanders fan, and she heads the prom committee at her son's high school. Please welcome Jennifer Squarcialupi. Hello, Jennifer.
Hello, Dean.
And am I saying that right? Squarcialupi?
Squarcialupi.
Must be Italian, I'm thinking.
That's right.
Well, it's lovely to have you. It's exciting to meet you. Whenever I visit New York, I see your face on the subway ads and the buses and everything. It's very exciting. You help middle-class folks like take a step up into upper-class housing. Is that right?
That's right. You know, I know that everybody has a big dream, you know, and I want to help them achieve those dreams, get into that luxury property, you know?
Yeah.
A house that has too many bedrooms.
Too many bedrooms?
No, you can never have enough.
Really?
That's right.
Yeah. How many bedrooms does your home have? If you don't mind me asking and getting too personal right away.
12. We're working on 13.
Working on 13?
That's right. Always add an addition.
It's
right?
like a baker's dozen.
Baker's dozen.
Always add an addition? Is that a personal philosophy of yours?
It's just something that my husband likes to throw in.
Oh.
So.
Always add an addition.
Always add an addition.
Do you have more than one home?
We've got several. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Right next to each other. We're working on the whole neighborhood.
Really?
That's right. Yeah.
That sounds more like a takeover than a...
I wouldn't call it a takeover. No.
It's not that you don't like your neighbors or anything.
I love my neighbors.
Uh-huh.
I just like them to be, you know, within my family.
Okay.
Right?
I see.
Yeah.
So other members of your family live in your neighborhood?
Well, you know, when the children, my son, for example, when he is going through one of his phases, then I say, sweetheart, Derek, go next door. You know?
Okay.
Right.
So the
Just
13 bedrooms not being enough space.
Never enough. And so these are some of the principles that I bring into my business, Big Bubble, right?
Okay, yep.
I want people to also feel that they can expand, you know?
Sure.
Go to other properties, take over entire neighborhoods too.
Entire
right?
neighborhoods.
You can never have enough.
You can never have enough. And that's the American way, I think. And that's really what Big Bubble and just Long Island culture, too, is all about. There's just never enough for you and your family.
There's never enough.
Yeah. And so when let's say like a young couple comes to you and it's their first time buying a home and they say, collectively, between the two of us, we make $150,000 a year. We want a house in the Hamptons. What do you tell them?
That's a great question. I tell them that, you know what, we're going to work with you. Okay. Yeah. We're going to work with you. We are going to ask what other money might be out there. Okay.
Sure.
Do your parents have any wealth to contribute to this? Okay.
Yeah.
And then we're going to start small. Right. So just take maybe an annual salary and put it all towards a down payment. You know,
just like 1 year salary. Put it toward your down payment.
Because we can all get over that. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course. I hope I could be in that position one day where I could put my entire salary toward a down payment on a home. You know, I hate to bring it up, but Big Bubble Realty also works with, you work with this home lender, Razor Loan, that specializes in like high risk, high interest mortgages. Right, and it's sort of been suggested that Big Bubble and Razor are like preying upon home buyers to get them to spend beyond their means. But you're just improving people's lives, right? I'm
improving people's lives. And they come to me with a dream, right?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But you know what? What is money really, right?
Right.
I would pay whatever it takes to get those 13 bedrooms. And that's what I tell people. My God, do you see me? Do you look at this suit that I'm wearing?
Right,
okay.
Right.
Full white. 3 pieces.
Wow.
God, these earrings, these bracelets, the hair. You want this. You know you do. I have 13 bedrooms and you want it too.
That's true. I mean, when you walked into this studio, you made a statement with all this white and jewelry and everything. And I thought,
make a statement.
Here's a person who knows what's up. And I guess my question is, like, if I were in a position where I had to choose between looking fabulous and having a fabulous home,
right.
That's got to be tough to make calls like priority like that, right? I mean, how do you do it? It's like you have it all.
You gotta have it all.
Yeah.
You gotta have it all.
You seem like a kind of person who just takes what you want and makes it happen, right?
I do. Yeah. And that's why we are acquiring the whole neighborhood, and that's why I'm helping other people to acquire their neighborhoods, and also work on their wardrobe. right? Because you gotta act the part, right? So
Okay.
if you want that home with 13 bedrooms,
Yeah.
you gotta put on a pair of slacks. You gotta put on a blazer, right?
Yeah, okay.
You gotta put on the jewelry.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta go downtown with your small dog in your bag.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
So you're like kind of manifesting
Destiny.
it's like your destiny that you're
Right.
I feel like I've heard those words before somewhere. Fantastic. So a full 80% of the homes that you personally sold in the last 5 years have been foreclosed upon already.
No.
But that's not, I mean, you can't be responsible for other people not paying their mortgages, right?
No, absolutely not. No, that's after my part, right? So we put all the information out there. We tell them what they're going to get into, right?
Yeah,
and they say, God, I want that suit. God, I want those 13 bedrooms. I'll do whatever it takes.
Yep.
And then, I wash my hands of it, right?
Do you ever hear from people who are like, 2 years in and they're having a really hard time and the bank's coming around knocking on their door and do they personally blame you and come back and blame you for the situation?
They try, but I'll tell you what I do is I send them a lovely gift basket with a small dog in it, right? And I say, keep working, right? Because this is what you want.
Yeah.
And I say, do you remember when you first came to me and you were saying, God, I want to live a life of luxury. I know I can't afford it, but help me get there.
Yeah.
And so 2 years in, if they're not there yet, all you have to do is sort of give them encouragement. Do you know?
Right.
And what is money?
Right.
What is money?
What is money? Right.
You got to play the part.
So you're saying that if they're in a situation where they're just about to have their home taken away, you're just saying they might be on the precipice of something very exciting happening.
Exactly.
And if they could just manifest that destiny, and so your response is to send them a live dog in a bag.
That's right, because the dog represents the home, right? You've got to take care of it.
Yeah.
You got to take care of your home. You got to take care of your pets.
Right.
You've really got to invest in that live being, right?
Right. You wouldn't let someone take your dog away.
No, absolutely not. Would you?
Right.
I would never.
So have people come back and said, what am I supposed to do with this dog? I'm still very angry.
Right. And I just put the basket in their hands and I say, keep moving.
Keep moving.
Right.
Yep. Keep manifesting. Wow. That's so exciting. You're the top realtor at Big Bubble, and I know that comes with a lot of perks.
Right. Yes.
So what are some of the fun bonuses or prizes that your boss gives you when you make a big sales quota at the company?
Oh my God. Other than a pat on the back.
Yeah.
I've had our premier parking spot for the last 10 years. So, yep, no one's getting that from me.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
I'm also allowed to purchase one new chair for my office.
One new chair?
Yep.
Interesting.
Every time I win that award, best in the month.
And you said you've had this award for the last 15 years, is that what you said? So you must have 15 chairs in your office.
No, every month.
Oh, every month.
And I'm not going to do that math, Dean. Okay.
Okay. So do you actually go out and take advantage of that every month, or do you spread it out? Because it seems like a lot of chairs to manage.
That's a lot of chairs, but you know what? It's always an upgrade. And so then I love charity too, you know?
Oh, so
I pass on the chairs to the other lowlifes of you. Well, don't tell them I said that.
So you essentially, it's a bit of a musical chairs thing happening in your office where
that's right.
You always have the best one.
I've got to have the best.
Is there anyone in your office who doesn't have a chair?
Oh, Mindy.
Okay.
She's working on it, but
quite literally like musical chairs. Like there's one less.
That's right.
There's one more person than there are chairs.
That's right. And the person who comes in last in sales for that month does not get my hand-me-down chair.
They just have to sit on the floor.
They sit on the floor. Well, they got to pound the streets, you know? They really got to get out there and work on the sales. So they don't. Why should they be sitting anyway?
I see. That's Big Bubble's way of getting them out the door and onto the streets.
That's right.
That makes a lot of sense. Well, folks, do you have chronic health issues that no traditional doctor can cure? Well, my second guest works medical miracles every weekday morning. But before we get to that, we're going to pause and hear a quick word from our sponsor. Don't go away. We'll be right back. The Corporation is sponsored by Vermont Comedy Club, offering world-class stand-up, improv, and sketch comedy 5 nights a week. The Comedy Club has a full bar, food menu, and table service. Vermont Comedy Club is located just downhill from the Flynn Theater on Main Street in Burlington. They also offer classes for adults and camps for kids. For more information, visit vtcomedy.com. Now back to the show. And we're back. We've been talking with Jennifer Squarcialupi from Big Bubble Realty, and now I'm going to bring my second guest into the conversation who works for a totally different subsidiary of Hogswood-Cooper. He's the host of the incredible popular daytime television show Dufner MD on the HealthTown Network. His medical advice, recommended supplement products, and best-selling books have helped thousands take control of their bodies and minds. On weekends, he plays high-stakes poker with some of his celebrity friends. Please welcome Falcon Dufner.
Hello. Thank you for having me, Falcon. The Falcon's in the house.
Wow, he comes with his own sound effects. Amazing. This is fantastic. And,
Thank you so much for having me.
And I'm going to ask you a few sort of introductory questions here, but don't feel shy about jumping in here, Jennifer, because it's all one big conversation. So despite not having any formal medical training, you've got a huge viewership and are dispensing lots of helpful medical advice to people all over the country. That must be neat.
Honestly, it feels pretty good, but you know what? The medical industry, think about it. Thousands of years humanity has existed from little monkey babies all the way to human beings.
Did you
right?
Thousands of years? Is that what you
Yes,
said?
thousands of years.
Humans have existed. Yep.
Thousands of human years.
Sure.
Humans have existed. And they didn't have doctors back then.
Okay.
Do you remember seeing Grey's Anatomy in the year 1700? No, I don't think so. No, people were out there. People were just putting their fingers in things. They were feeling it out.
Okay.
And you're like, this doesn't seem like something that's normal. And you're like, maybe we should take it out. And sometimes you take it out and you're like, now the person's better. Sometimes you take it out and you're like, uh-oh, I made a mistake. Well, what?
So what you're saying is the sort of trial and error of hundreds of years ago, you're applying that kind of trial and error to the treatment of people today. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. I think health is subjective. I think that everyone can, find their good spot is what I like to call it.
The good spot.
Go with the good spot.
Okay.
That's Falcon knowledge for you.
Wow, Falcon knowledge, huh?
Yeah.
I know. I watch your show quite frequently, and
thank you so much.
Every time you dispense a bit of wit or a little bit of advice that you've just come up with on the spot without really even thinking about it, just comes popping right out of your mouth. Your producers put that graphic over the screen, and then the Falcon comes flying through, and it's very dramatic.
It took us a lot of time to get the CGI on that Falcon. I'd say about 7 months, because they try to have it do a swoop down,
Sure,
it was
sure.
grabbing, you thought it was going to go in the water and grab a fish, but it grabbed a human heart.
Wow.
And then it dropped it into a patient, and then it was like, we did it.
Wow.
And the guy's like, thumbs up.
This is there's so much energy in the room right now. I mean, I want to tell my listeners that Falcon is up on his feet and just sort of pacing around the recording studio.
This feels great right
there's
now.
Just a lot of energy
great release
here.
right now. I'm loving this.
Fantastic. So, I mean, despite the name of your show being Falcon MD, it's not even Falcon. It's Dufner MD. It would seem that you would put the more dramatic name in the title, but I guess not. Huh? Dufner MD was what won out.
I don't know. It's it gives people Dufner. It sounds like there's an official how do you say it? Kind of vanilla way of being a doctor. And
Sure.
Dufner, when they say it sounds like vanilla, like you're eating a vanilla wafer.
I see.
But then when they turn on that television, they hear.
I see. So
what is that? What is going on there? And it's nope.
So the title sells it to Middle America. And then once you get on the air, you can do whatever you want. You can be Falcon, right?
Yes, exactly.
I got
Release the Falcon.
Release the Falcon. So you're not an MD, despite the name of your show, and people say that's misleading. But you say they should know that this is entertainment and take things with a grain of salt, right?
Oh yeah, that's the thing is everyone has opinions on things, right? You go down the street and you ask someone about hey, what's this on my neck? And they say I don't know, maybe get it checked out. And then you go down to another person, they'd be like, maybe it's fine, Right.
I mean, the argument some might make, though, is that neither of those people you meet on the street have a viewership of 2 million people that they can influence through television.
Exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
I mean, and congratulations on that. It's very exciting.
No, it's and the thing is, there's a little bit of power behind that. Where do you think I got this many viewers from? Just going up to strangers and saying, "I think you're okay."
I see.
No, I go onto the street.
Yep.
For 20 years, I've been doing this.
Right.
Since I was a kid, I'd go up to people and I'd be like, what is that? I'd find imperfections in their bodies. I'd be like, what is that?
Wow. Is that how you got started?
Yeah. And they'd be like, what do you mean? I'm like, no, there's the thing right in the back there. Do you see that? And they're like, I can't see back there. I'm like, you got to get, can I check that out for you?
Yeah.
I pull out some tools and we go and we just kind of open it up and kind of just dig in there and see what's going on.
Wow.
And so I kind of built clout over the years by probability wise, I'd say at least 60% of the time I've been doing a pretty good job on it.
Wow, that's pretty good for being so seemingly random.
Yeah. So, then some producers saw me and then they're like, this guy needs a show.
Right.
The Falcon.
Right. Now I know in between there amazing. Every time you do it, it's incredible that you can do that just with your mouth. So much loud noise. So when, I know that in between you doing sort of one-on-one consults on the street and you having this television show, you also went into towns and you kind of built like a community of people that got behind you and your products. And then like invariably you would be, and I hate to use this term, but it's in the article I read, would be run out of town like Harold Hill. So it would all be, and then you would have to start over in another community.
Well, the health industry is a finicky business. We know. We're seeing all the stuff going on now, healthcare, things like that. Yeah. It's no different when you're talking. You're down there with the people, and sometimes people get like things are miscommunicated.
Mm-hmm, sure.
Sometimes you're giving really great advice that's like, maybe you did something bad in your guys' past, and maybe like taking these supplements will, save you from all of those.
So you're not afraid to make promises, in other words.
Promises. The world is built on promises.
Wow, you just made such direct eye contact. I felt it in my gut.
That's why I got a show, man.
Dean, if I could,
please jump in here, Jennifer.
My tongue over here, but Doctor, I am such a fan. Let me tell you, I watched that episode where you said, "What is that pill?" And it helped me so much. That was in season 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And God, anytime I can save some time, when I go to a doctor where I actually have to go to a place, and I can just watch you on TV and you can tell me that yes, that is the medication that you need. Mm-hmm. I'm taking it.
What is the segment you're talking about? What is that pill?
Oh yeah, what is that pill?
Well, it's basically what is that pill is like. So you throw, I take a pill. I have this big shelf of random things, and the pill's like a pill shelf, and I grab one randomly, and I spit it in the middle of the table. We got one of those top view cameras looking at it spin, spin,
wow.
spin, spin,
wow.
spin, spin, spin. Oh. And we're trying to figure out what could it be? What could it be? And I'm looking down there. I'm asking people in the audience. I'm like, what do you think it could be?
Oh, it's so great.
And then at the end, does someone take the pill?
I did, for sure.
Yeah.
At-home viewers, I'm sure.
And you put the information on the screen so in case someone wants to buy that particular...
Every episode after we present that pill, anyone can get it at a discount price,
wow.
73% off.
Amazing. I want to also, speaking of these products that you have, I want to talk about some of them because like some of these products pay a small fee to have you feature them, which people say is a conflict, but you truly believe in these products that you're endorsing. Just a few of them I have listed here. You have a face cream called CRISPR Face that you claim alters your DNA. Mm-hmm. And then you have some probiotics with fiberglass in them to increase nutrient absorption in the digestive tract, which I thought both of these things just jumped off the page at me. I thought, I've got to get both of those things.
Well, the thing is, everyone's moisturizing these days. Like, they've been trying to give you moisture face for so long. I don't know if you guys knew this, but like back in like, I don't know, let's say like 1342, people didn't have smooth faces. It was like desert sand faces.
I didn't know this was going to be a history lesson too. It's fascinating to me. Moisture face, you call it.
Yeah, moisture face, which is it's blocking everything. There's no release of air of nutrients to get into your skin, and it's everything's smooth. Like everyone loves the smooth skin. Mm-hmm. Look at everyone's got that smooth skin. That's not good for you. Maybe it looks good, but it's bad for you.
Okay.
You need to get cracked, crusty skin.
Okay. Interesting. So I can't. I'm trying to determine which of these two products you're talking about right now. Are you talking about
the face cream, of course?
Oh, the face cream that alters your DNA, not the fiberglass laced probiotics.
Working in tandem, working in tandem together. Yeah, it's kind of like you're scrubbing. You're getting the pipe cleaners in and out.
Lacerate and exfoliate from the inside and the outside.
Yes, exactly.
I see.
My man knows exactly what's up. The Falcon's in.
Wow.
I am such a fan.
Wow. And do you ever do, like, I know Jennifer's such a fan. Do you ever do like home visits? Because I'm sure Jennifer has a home. There's a lot of rooms in it, and I'm sure she'd love to have you come check out her family.
I would love to go in and just kind of feel out the whole vibe of the fam and just see like what kind of things are on people,
and I'm thinking, why don't we team up and during an open house when I'm trying to sell one of my properties, you come in. What a grab!
Like that.
What a grab!
I like that. What percentage do I get?
Wow. What percentage? We can talk about that later offline. Okay. But I'm thinking also gift baskets.
Ooh, yes. I like that.
Oh,
people love gift baskets. I give them at the end of every show. People just go buck wild over them. It doesn't even matter what's in them.
Doctor, do you have any dog products?
Do you have some dog products? Yeah, I do have like a. It basically takes the dog and it knocks him out for about 4 weeks.
I could use it.
4 weeks.
Yeah.
What you can do is you just buy this pill, $19.95 per pill.
Yes.
And 4 weeks, leave that sucker in your house. Go have fun. Go to Disney World. Go to the Bahamas. Go to Brazil. Go learn about all the statues that exist.
They
and then come
are
back.
Gonna eat this up. I love it.
This is
Doctor,
amazing.
you're amazing.
This is like the thing that Juliet took to make her appear dead.
Exactly.
I absolutely am so excited because when I put two seemingly totally unrelated employees of Hogswood-Cooper in the room together and they meet each other, this kind of synergy happens and it's so exciting to me. So I would love if you could help each other out. And I don't ask for anything in return. I would just love to be maybe invite me to the open house, and if you need someone to take the coats or something,
Dean,
I would be in for that.
we've got it.
You're our guy.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Number one guy.
I don't want to overstep here.
No. Like, I'd love to have you there, man.
Falcon, you have a book which I. It happens every time someone says the name. You have a book called "Your Body, My Choice: How Turning Your Major Medical Decisions Over to Me Can Work Actual Miracles." Can you give us a little sneak peek?
There's the theory of like how persuasion, you can easily change their minds. Mm-hmm. You can do the same thing to their bodies.
Really?
Yeah. You just say different.
Wow.
You just say, hey, you know what? Maybe there isn't a goiter there.
Wow. So for someone who's made their entire living pointing out goiters that weren't there and telling people they were, now you're saying it's possible to will away actual goiters just through power of thought.
Exactly.
It seems like a 180 in your philosophy.
Well, the thing is, like I said earlier, health is very complex
and subjective, right?
And subjective, and I don't know why you are trying to get all up in my face about this.
Oh, I'm not a gotcha journalist.
You're a health professional. Like, you spent 20 years out there going around asking people what's going on in the back of their necks.
Absolutely not. No.
I don't think you did.
Tell him, Doctor. How dare you, Dean? How dare you?
I didn't get a show. What are you over here doing an interview show while I got thousands and thousands of followers?
I would never deign to overstep my bounds here because I have remarkably few listeners to this podcast, so don't worry at all. I don't worry.
I've heard this is not a gotcha podcast. No, is what I've heard. And yet he's trying to get you.
He is.
Oh no, I'm not trying to get.
Is this one of those like prank things where it's like, no. We got you, Michael. We got you, all you celebrities back there. You think you're such good people, and you're really just a bad person. I'm a genuine good person, okay?
And I know that, Doctor.
Yes,
that's right.
We know that. Fans, I have a crew of people that are with me at all times, and they know that I'm a good person because I try to do my best for people.
I appreciate it. Okay. Don't get emotional. Everybody's. Fine. We're all gonna let's all just take a breath here, and I'm gonna call. Guys. Okay, everything.
Oh, I lost it. I can't even do the Falcon anymore.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna tell your posse out there to wait, and they all sort of stormed the door of the recording studio here, and everything's fine.
It's cool. It's cool.
Thank you. Speaking of celebrities. We don't have an Ashton Kutcher waiting behind the scenes to prank you.
I hope not.
Absolutely promise. But speaking of celebrities, I want to get into your hobbies, both of you. Falcon, you have this poker game that you play, but you play with an interesting group of famous people that you come into contact with. They're not like your Brad Pitts or your Tom Cruises. These are some famous faces that maybe we've forgotten about, haven't been around in a while. Like who's at your table when you're having that casual poker game?
Man, it's always like a wild time.
Yeah.
People give him a bad rep, but we've been homies since the beginning. Jeffrey was Jeffrey E, my Stein guy. The Stein guy. Yeah, man. Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, that guy.
Jeffrey Epstein, my boy. Go over here, give me a hug, baby. That's what we always do.
I believe so. It took me a minute to piece it together, but I think you're talking about Jeffrey Epstein, and I'm wondering if by any chance he hasn't been around the game in a while. Have you?
He has been missing. We keep that spot open for him, though.
You keep like a chair open just in case. Yeah. I just got in such trouble with the last question I asked. I feel like I'm just gonna let that one go, and I'm gonna move on. So who else is at the table that we might know or like?
Oh, we got the Clune Dog. The Clune Dog's always there.
George Clooney.
What?
Yeah, the Clunesy Bagoonsy, my man. I mean, he's a little rascal indeed.
That's A-lister. So
he is.
So George Clooney, you, Jeffrey Epstein. This is
yep. And we have a couple people who kind of just like go in and out. I don't know, like. Oh yes, Papa Roach. Papa Roach is in it. Remember Papa Roach?
Fantastic.
Yeah, and he's He lives up to the name. He always.
That's so.
We go and we're about to play a game. This is ridiculous. I laugh every time he does it.
Yeah.
And we're playing. It's a serious game. It's like, do you hold or fall? He's like, I'm going to put it all in. And he pulls out a full pocket of cockroaches on the middle of the table.
Oh,
and they're scattering all over the place. Like,
wow.
Papa.
Now that's a prank. That's a prank.
Yeah, that is a prank.
I wasn't aware that there was that type of roach that was connected to his namesake.
Yeah, I didn't. The first time he did it, we're like, whoa, what's going on?
And you were like, Papa Roach.
Papa Roach. Now we get it.
I'm sure it's harder for him now because you're expecting it, right?
Yeah, it's when we get new people in, it's fun, but yeah. It gets sold.
I mean, you do have that empty chair, and I want to. I'll throw my name into the hat just in case for some crazy reason Jeffrey doesn't come back.
Yeah,
I would just love to throw my name. Okay, you look uncomfortable, so I'm not going to. I will press it.
Great.
No,
sure. I'll get your number and stuff.
Yeah,
we'll get information.
Cool.
Like, well, I'll hit you up. We do it on.
Jennifer, so you have you're helping to organize all the proms at your son's high school.
That's right.
You have these themed proms, and it's a big high school. It's I looked it up. It's the Billy Joel Memorial High.
That's right.
What are the big themed proms that you guys have been working on?
This year we're very excited because this year our theme is 1%.
Is that so?
Yeah.
1%.
Yeah. So
wow.
we got a lot of balloons. There is a dress code, very high end. There is an entry fee.
Okay. Interesting. I mean, the 1% thing has been all over the news. It's really in the zeitgeist right now.
I don't know what you mean. What do you mean?
Well, you hear a lot about it. You know, no, you don't.
I don't.
Okay.
No. The 1% just for us represents our entire school, right?
Oh, okay.
So
sure. So
it's all about us.
100% of your high school are the 1%. Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah, the best of the best. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are there any families whose kids go to your high school who might not for whom this might be a barrier to entry to the prom? Like if there's an entry fee.
I don't know what you mean. What there's an entry fee, right? No. And so if you're not able to pay the entry fee, then I'm sorry that this prom, not for you.
For you, right? Go to a different high school's prom.
That's right. Yeah. And so it's working out quite well.
What other like decorations or what's the band like? Like what are the
dollar bills? Right?
Dollar bills.
Dollar bills is the theme. You know, that's part of the decorations. They are being shot from cannons out just to everyone. We've got one cannon is shooting $100 bills. Okay.
And I'm assuming these are phony bills or whatever.
No, why would you assume that?
No. Okay. So all of this is real money.
All of it's real. Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
And a cannon full of $100 bills, you're saying?
A cannon full of $100 bills. Yeah.
Wow. And what about the entertainment?
I didn't say anything. We've got Papa Roach this year.
Is that so?
Oh,
just
that's right.
Yeah. The synergies just now.
When I heard you say that, I thought, Papa, that is so you. That's so you.
Actually, can I do just a quick thing? Could I get a kiosk in there during the prom?
You know, we will charge a fee for that, but yeah, we can talk about it.
Well,
that sounds great. If you would provide free medical advice to kids.
Oh. 100%, baby.
Because let me tell you, my boy has got this rash, and I have not been willing to look at it. And so
let's slap it right at him.
You haven't been willing.
That's great.
You haven't been willing to look at it.
I'm not going to look at it. I'm not a doctor, you know?
Right.
Oh yeah. No, don't.
So your son is saying to you, Mom,
right,
I have this weird rash, and you're saying, I'm not looking at that.
And I say, sweetheart, I'm a realtor. What am I, a doctor? No, I'm not. I would never pretend ever to be a doctor, you know?
Right. Whereas other people
go to the professionals.
Other people would have no problem pretending to be a doctor.
That's right.
Sure.
Put the time in, baby. You got to put the time in.
That's right.
This is just fascinating, and I love the fact that you're going to, Falcon, you're going to be at the prom. And I love the fact that potentially you're also going to be at her open house. It feels like you guys are like really going into business together.
I think so.
I am seeing some pretty big opportunities going on.
Opportunities, and like I said, I just can't wait to get the book and read the book, and I look forward to our paths crossing in the future or not, whatever.
You know what, Dean? Mm-hmm. I have a chair for you.
You do?
Yeah.
Like one of your chairs at your office.
I'm thinking about
you would gift your chair to me?
I think
one of your chairs?
You are owed something from this partnership that the dogs and I have now formed.
Amazing. So if
I'm going to send it to you over in a gift basket on Tuesday, okay?
Amazing. I don't know dogs. I'm allergic. But and I mean, like, I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable, Falcon, but like if for some reason you want to still keep that chair open for Jeffrey, I can bring my own chair to the poker game.
No, totally. We'll get each other's information, then we'll like I said, like we always have it every.
Wonderful. Well, I can't thank you guys enough. That's about all the time we have for today on The Corporation. I want to thank my guests for speaking with me and our listeners for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review, and email me at deanardenfell@hotmail.com. And remember, Dean Ardenfell is not and has never been an employee of Hogswood-Cooper Media or any of its subsidiaries. Cheers. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
The Corporation is a presentation of Unicow Media. Dean Ardenfell was played by Nathan Hartswick, Jennifer Squarcialupi was played by Stephanie Albaugh, and Falcon Dufner was played by Steve Franklin. Subscribe to hear new episodes every Tuesday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever else you listen to podcasts. For more great stuff, follow The Corporation Podcast on Facebook and Instagram, and check out thecorporationpod.com.